Yeah. I pressed the go live. Says you're live. Says we're live. Okay. Yeah, it starts. Cool. So if you just tune in, this is um, live streaming of a playthrough for the first mission for Ark Awakening. Hi. So my name is Jarko. I'm the designer of the game, and basically in this video we're gonna show you some basic concepts. On the other side of the table is I'm joined by Ricardo. Do you want to say some words about yourself, or how do you how you heard about the game?
So, hello for everybody, and first of all, I'm a Kickstarter pledger, so I used to have many and different way to reach the different and new games that I became pledged, and I saw uh, the game inside, and while I was looking for new games and with a different and new way to play. So original with an original way to play, and so I started to be interested, and then I became a baker, and that's it.
Okay, so here we are. Yeah, so we will play first mission, and it's actually an introductory mission where you learn how to play the game and you learn the basic concepts. This is the bird's eye view of the board, and I am playing actually green, and on the other side, Ricardo is playing red. Um, so, do you want to make the first move, or do you want me to be first player?
You are the designer, so go
Okay.
first.
Okay, so yeah, we start basically with just a little bit powered up power generator and three of these resources here you see, which are called metamorphite. The first move is always to flip open the cards and reveal rooms around the biodome where you have awoken. And if we reveal a factory, we actually place a resource there. I'm just locking up the tiles so we don't have to move them uh, later. Yeah, and Ricardo is basically doing the same thing. Um, yeah, you found a factory there, so a blue resource, yeah, goes there. And once you move any game piece there, you take the resource
Mm,
that fall through the card.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna lock it. Okay, so I'm first, right? So I was kind of lucky that I have two good rooms around me. So at the first move, I would just maybe no. First, I would move, and I can. If you see here the player board, I can move two. Nothing is upgraded, so by default I can move two. So I would use one move to take this one, and the other move to move this one and take that resource. And that's my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move here, and let's see, and here. So I'm going to take
Yeah.
my resource, and
If you want to
and
zoom in,
this is your
you know the
turn.
trick to press space, and then you can kind of see what that room is like. Just
Yeah,
point your
every single yes, like every single card.
Yeah. Just point your mouse and press space, and I'm just gonna show your mission card. So we're playing first mission, and Ricardo's mission card is
Yeah.
where am I? So all of these mission cards are the same, and usually mission cards are secret because you don't want other players to know what you're doing. But it's an introductory, it's a tutorial mission, so it's public. It's just to learn the game. And what we need to do is upgrade the power and mobility rooms with one more integration cube, awake one more engineer, and place one integration cube to activate this observatory room once we find it, once we reveal it. And I just took this room to be this mission card to be mine, so I have a little bit of a different one. Okay, so it's my move again. What I will do is I will engineer. So when you engineer, your units are kind of like engineer soldiers, and they can put integration cubes in the rooms where they occupy. And you see this action here, so I can put two cubes in total, but always one per room. So I managed to put one there and one there, and that's my move.
Okay. So you means that one is means that I can put only one for each tile.
Yes. For each
Okay.
square tile, you can put one. Obviously, if your engineers are inside here, your biodome, you can
Yep.
put one per square, per section of your biodome, and the total has to be less than two. And here's the two. And unless you upgrade here the engineering room, then you can place three in total per your turn.
Uh, but I think we mistake. We forget something. When we moved, we
Yeah.
shouldn't reveal the tiles.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Actually, we forgot. So every time you move, you reveal rooms next to it. You just have to be careful not to make a square, right? So if I put here this one, I will make 2 by 2 square, and that is not allowed. It's verboten. So you just make sure you don't put a 2 by 2 square, but otherwise you should reveal the rooms next to it. And the same for me, right? I cannot put like a tile there because then it will be 2 by 2. I have to actually put it over there. That's the only valid place.
But why? So you have to. So I have to put even this one, right? The front one.
No, because
This and this.
if I put it here, it will be 2 by 2 square. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put a tile there, it would be 2 by 2, and this is not allowed.
Okay.
So for you, a good move
Okay.
would maybe be to move your power cylinders, right? So for your first mission,
Yeah.
you need
Yeah.
to upgrade here and here, right? So you need the lithium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe just move.
Uh, so this one here for sure,
Yeah.
and
Yes, you
and I
cannot
can put
only
only one, right?
you can only put one. When you upgrade
Yeah.
here, you can put more per turn, but you can only put one. But yeah, sorry to say, but a better move would be to actually do this, right? Because on your next turn you can exploit, and when you exploit, you will take two from here, right? So you always take the first visible modifier. So the first visible modifier here
Yes.
is 2. So you will take 2 titanium, 2 of the blue resource, but you will also take here 2
Yes. You're right. You're
of
right. You're
the
right. You're right.
yeah. If it was just there, you would just take 2 titanium, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yes. And what I will do is I will move again. So I'm moving here, taking this nice resource. And I'm gonna move inside also my biodome. Why? Because I wanna engineer something in my biodome. You can't engineer if you're not there, right? So I moved my meeple back here so I can engineer and put a cube there. And yeah, that's my move.
So you moved. Okay, then I'm make production.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take. I forgot the name, but anyway.
Resources, yeah, yeah.
Two of these.
Yeah, the blue is titanium, the yellow is dilithium, and the green one is
Okay, so
biotics, and the red one is phosphite.
yeah, but you know that you must be conscious that I will remember it perhaps the next month.
Yes, yeah, just say red, blue, green,
Okay,
yellow. So first take
do it
this one, right? When you
equally.
when you moved your power cylinder, you
Two
should
of
have
them.
taken that one. Yeah.
Two of them. And allora. Ah,
You want help? With shift you can select them.
okay. Yeah, I know,
Ah,
but it was I was not able to pick up them.
yeah.
And
I took two dilithium for you here.
and two of them.
Did you already take two dilithium or no?
No, I didn't take it.
Okay. It's here. I put it next to your meeples.
No, already done.
Okay. Okay, but that's the metamorphite, right? That's the wild resource. So this one over there,
Yes.
that's the wild resource. That's like a joker.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like a joker resource. You can replace it with anything you want. Um, so you
No,
shouldn't have
wait a
taken.
second.
Yeah,
I cannot take the wild resources.
yeah. You have to take two of the blue ones because of this room here.
Yeah. Yes,
Because the first
and
visible
two
two,
of the white of the
the yellow
orange.
one. Yeah, orange yellow
Yeah.
ones. Yeah, I can return these.
Strip. But if you leave them here, I can manage with like if I have a reserve like here, just not to go
Mm-hmm.
up and down in the screen is faster. If you trust in me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Just put it over
Okay,
there.
finished.
Yeah. So cool. So I will also route, and I'm gonna route power to this room over there, right? So the power cylinder you can move to any room. So now I moved it to this one. So we both now power up the room, and we both would get dilithium. Unless some of us locks the room. And the way you lock it is if you move your engineer there and you put a cube there. And when you put a cube, when you integrate that room to be used by only your aliens factions technology, then this room is locked to be only used by you.
Yeah, because now is inclusive.
Now it's inclusive, yeah. And yeah, that's my move.
Okay, so I'm going to move and one. No, this one must be stay there. One and two, right?
Yeah,
I cannot move even this one in here because I have only two movement, right?
yeah,
Okay.
that's true. And now you reveal the rooms you pass through. So you pass
Yeah.
through this room, so you reveal it, right? It's still not a square, and you cannot put a room there because it will be like a 2 by 2 square. So for all clear, or I just revealed this room because you passed through it, right? You passed through that room, and when you
Yeah, yeah.
pass through, you reveal the room. And I didn't reveal this one because if I put a tile there, it's gonna be 2 by 2 square,
Yes.
and that's not allowed verboten. So yeah, for my next move, I'm gonna exploit, and what you do is exploit in up to 4 factories. So, and you exploit everywhere where you have a game piece, and the game piece could be any game piece. So here I have a cube, right? I get 2 of this. Here I would get 2 of the
Yes.
lithium. I will also get here 2 of the biotics, and here I would get 4 of this run. So you cannot see that. Yeah, just zoom in. So you see the first visible modifier here is 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would take 4 of that one. So in total, I think it's 6 of the yellow and 4 of the green. So I take 1, 2, 4 of this one. And I take 6, right, of the yellow resource, the lithium. And yeah, that's my move.
Okay, that's just me. I'm going to put this one and
Adesso scendiamo con le armi e proviamo a costruire. Io lo so già fare, mi sono già avanzato e mi sono già abituato. È un
I want to do that.
Yeah. Okay, it's a so just gonna explain your move. So basically, he
Yeah.
routed power to this one, and with this, he takes the first visible modifier. So that's 2. So you can see that each player board has a 2 by default. So by moving the power cylinder there, and now if your card moves, he can move 2 plus 2. So in total, he can move 4. And actually, this is a great way to if you want to explore rooms. For me, I think it's time to awake one of my engineers. That's actually the second objective. So it would cost me 5 of the green or blue. So I would just yeah, spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this resource. Yes, I'll just put it over there somewhere.
Uh, just just to have an idea,
Yes.
if you want to reveal or exactly the resources must be the same, or I can have a mix of these two types.
It has to
So
be yeah, it has to be either one or the other. The only exception is metamorphite. Metamorphite, this one, the wild resource can be
okay,
mixed partially or fully with everything. So I could spend 3, let's say, 4 the green resource and 1 of the wild one of the metamorphite, or
okay,
but I cannot spend 4 of the green one and 1 of the blue one.
okay, perfect.
Io ho costruito una roba gigante.
Uh,
Io vorrei io.
So I think a good move for you is to engineer, because then you can put a cube there in this room, and you can lock it so you can move away from it, right, and still be yours. And also you can
yeah.
put a cube over there in this room, and because you can, for now it's not, your biome is not upgraded, so you can only put 2 cubes in total. So if you put cubes there and there, this one is beneficial for you, and this one is beneficial for you, and actually bad for me, because you would lock this,
Yes,
the
definitely.
lithium. Yeah, you would lock this room. I will basically power up the room for you, and you will get 4 benefits. And if I exploit,
This one,
yeah. So now if you exploit later, you will get 4. you would get the biggest
Yeah.
modifier. It doesn't matter who powered the
And
room. Yes, and obviously it's not in my interest to power up a room that I cannot get any benefits from. So maybe my move would be to to route power and just move away my cylinder from there. But maybe something else would be a more appropriate move. I'm not sure. Um, so let's see the objectives. So I'm trying to upgrade my power and mobility rooms. Right, this is my mobility. I need 2 of the resource, yellow or green, and I need 3 of the yellow or red. So yeah, this big one is 5. So what I'll do is engineer, and I will place a cube there for the cost of 2 of the dilithium resource, and a cube there for the cost of 3 of the dilithium resource. And so this big one was a 5. So I just move it back into the supply. Okay, and because I place a cube there, now I increase the benefit that this power generator gives me, and it gives me 2 more power cylinders there.
okay, then I exploit. So I'm going to pay 3 blue and 2 general, and I exploit mine here.
You mean you awake one of your units?
Yes, awake. Sorry.
Okay, and with this you have the second objective, and that's fine. You don't have
Yeah.
to finish the objectives in order. You can actually finish all 3 objectives in the same turn if you want, or if you play your cards right. For me, I finished the first 2. Right, I have a cube in my mobility in my power generator room, and I have a Woken one engineer. So basically, now I'm trying to find this room. It's called the medical labs. You have a picture over there for it, and you have like this syringe, which is a symbol that could be used to identify that room. And basically, I would need to place 1 cube there to activate that one. So I need to explore, and I see that you actually have the room over there, and I need to get there. So what I will do is I will route, and I will move one of my
So
power.
which is the room?
The first mission cards are different. So I have my mission card says.
Because yours is different.
Yeah. Only the third one is different.
Ah.
Why I can't remember, and it says
Okay,
place
okay,
1
okay, okay,
integration
okay, okay,
cube
okay, okay.
to activate the medical labs and diagnose your condition. And
Uh,
your is where am I? So you need to find the observatory to find out where you are.
yeah. What that can be called simply luck, eh?
Yes.
That yours is exactly in
Yes.
front of me. I don't know if bad luck for you or for me, because if I had yours, was better.
Yeah, but you also have it here. It was the observatory is over there. It's next to my cards.
Yeah, exactly. So we can change the the objective.
There is actually an artifact card. So we didn't play with artifact cards in the first introductory mystery because they just introduced more complexity to the game. But you can actually discover artifacts, and the power of 1 artifact card is to actually change the place of 2 rooms. It's called, I think, the engineering key. And you take 2 rooms and you just change their place. But it's rare. I think it's 1 in 60 or 2 in 60 where you can find it. So my move is to route power, and because here I'm just helping you, I'm gonna move my cylinder over there. So now we both get this benefit of additional movement.
Hmm. Okay, then. I'm going to take some primary material. So, 2, 4, 6. Okay, is 2.
So you're gonna exploit.
Yeah, 2, 2, 2, and 2.
You're trying to cheat.
No?
Yeah. So you take 2 of the blue one, right? And you take 2
Yes,
of the yellow
2
one.
of them.
And 2 of the yellow one.
Yes, and 2 of them, and 2 of this one.
No.
Because I have mine in the deploy in the.
No. It doesn't work like this. So this room over there, it's
I took 2 of this one because I have my worker in the dome. No, so
no,
I have
no.
2 of them.
No. So when you take this action, it's actually
Yes.
if you zoom here, it's 2 actions where you can choose from. One is to either produce eternally or to produce everywhere externally. So if you produce everywhere externally, you choose up to 4 factory rooms which you control and you take resources from there.
Okay.
Or you can choose to produce here metamorphite in your biodome and you take 2, the first visible modifier.
Okay.
So you
Sorry.
choose either eternally or externally. You either choose
Okay.
the wild or everything else.
Okay.
And there's
Perfect. Sorry.
no, I mean,
I'm not. I was not trying to cheat.
and as a reminder, you can always see these 2 symbols next to your symbol. So
Yes.
when they are, you can take all the symbols in the same horizontal line. So if you see 2 in the vertical line, you can take either one or the other.
One or the other one.
Yes.
If they are on the same line, both.
Yeah. For example, here, this one in your unit Stacy and Sigbay, you have the awaken unit and the heal unit in the same horizontal line.
Yeah.
Which means that
Okay.
if you have 6 of the green resource, you can heal 1 unit and you can awake 1.
And awake one.
Yeah, in the
One
same
meatball.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move. Based on this here, I can move 4, and based on what I have in my biodome, I can move 3. So 4 and 3, 7. So I can move 7 places. So what I'm basically gonna do is go ahead and try to get to that room. So I'm moving 1. 2. So when you draw a biodome, and this is Ricardo's biodome, you always stop what you're doing and you're drawing around that biodome. So I can't put a here because then it's gonna be 2 by 2, 4, but I can definitely put one there. I'm just locking these so we don't have to move them. Okay, so I moved 1, 2, and then it's 3, 4, and 5. And yeah, that would be my action, and I can actually do one more move, but I'm fine.
Et voilà. I'm going to enforce my military forces.
You're gonna increase your military. Yeah, but yeah, okay. So what Ricardo did is basically did this action over there, which is with the gun, and here you basically move your military marker by 2 places. And how fighting works is basically the one that has the biggest military might plus something potentially a power from the artifact card. So you can always play one artifact card when you're battling. We just didn't play with artifact cards because it's the first mission. So it's my turn. I would need to actually engineer a cube there. It costs 2. That's the third objective of my mission, and I'm going to do that. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna engineer a cube. It costs 2. I'm just gonna spend 2 of
You are
my
just
wild ones. Yeah, and
you are
with
just one step forward me.
we can finish the game, and place 1 cube there. And with this, I am basically completing this third objective. And that's it. That's the game. If you want, we can play a couple of more turns to maybe understand, explain fighting, or you want to finish your mission.
Yeah, it's not. Yes, okay, perfect. It's not a problem. But you made 1, 2, and 3, all of them.
Yeah. I placed a cube there. Yeah, I work on one engineer, and I placed a cube in the integration cube in the
Yes.
medical labs.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. I
Yeah, you have
didn't take
some.
it. I didn't take it easy on you. I just played best as I can.
I know you could be much more faster.
No, I don't think so. I think I played the best as I can. I'm not maybe the best player in this game, but I think I'm pretty good.
Eh, I can imagine. At least you have somehow testing and play more than me.
Yeah, of course.
So anyway, I would just to show how it works. I would move.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
You want to kick me out of
one,
this room? Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
and 3 and 4.
Yeah, you can actually move 4 plus 2, 6.
No, 6.
6,
Yes.
yeah.
So
Maybe you want to go over. You can actually pass.
yeah. No, I cannot pass from there, right? Because you are
you can pass. No, you can pass through. You only fight if you
okay.
stop
So
in that
I'm
room.
going here.
Okay. I can tell you what a better move was
Yes.
if I made. So your engineer was there, right? And this
Yes.
one was here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you would do 1, 2, 3, right? And then 4. And then it's one move to move both of them inside. 5, right? And then 6, right? Because if you move them separately, it still counts as 1. So when you move all your engineers from one room to the other, it counts as one move.
Yes.
Right. So what you did was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And this one
Yes.
is 5, 6. Right. You have 6 in total. 4 and 2, 6.
Okay.
But
Yes.
you could have actually did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, both of them,
Yes.
and then
Okay.
6. If you want to fight and pass.
Okay.
Okay, so now we fight because it's the end of your turn
Yeah.
and we're in the same room. And normally we would also fight with artifact cards, but in the first mission we don't. So my military power is 5, and your military power
Mine is 7.
is 7. Yeah, so I just basically lose and end up in my sickbay, like here, with the meeple laid down. And you stay in the room, and because you were an attacker, you also reduce your military marker by 2. Why 2? It's written here. It's kind of like the defense power of all the factions in this part of the board.
Why only 2?
Why 2?
Yes.
It's 2 by default, but actually you have, when you play on the B side, the asymmetric side of the factions, you have some that are stronger than the others, and they have defensive power of 5.
Because it is from here.
Yeah. And actually you also have rooms which you can hack, and this will increase your defense. I think one of the rooms was the eternal security of the system. So if you hack that one, the eternal security of the system would actually fight alongside with your faction. So this would it would cost attackers more to actually get you out of the room.
Okay.
So it's actually upgradable. And some factions like the Hara, for example, when played on the asymmetric side, can also upgrade. They can evolve and they can become stronger. So it costs more to actually get them out of a room.
Okay.
That was your move. Okay, so I wanted to heal, but I'm just gonna exploit some resources. No, actually, I can heal actually. Yeah, I have 1 biotic and 1 dilithium, and it takes 2 to heal a unit. So I'm just gonna heal this one. There.
Okay. Now I am to engineering, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm going to engineer.
So your mission says you need a cube there in your power generator, right? You need to upgrade your power generator and your mobility. So I think you're fine. You have. Yeah, you're fine. Here it requires 1, 2, 3 of the yellow.
3.
And here it requires 2 of the yellow over there. And you have 4 yellow and 1 wild. So you can spend 5 to actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
To powerize what? So this one for the objective and
this one, yeah, the mobility room.
The mobility, yeah.
Yeah. That's
okay. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So then I have 2 other cylinders. And I'm going to spend.
You need 5 of the yellow, yeah. You have 4 and 1 wild. True. Cool. So that was your another of your objectives. Yes, I'm gonna just maybe what should I do? I'm just gonna engineer. I'm gonna add a cube there to lock this room, and I'm gonna add a cube there to increase my mobility for 2 of these. So you need to get to this room. That's your third objective.
Yeah, but I'm searching a way to reach the. Okay, I'm doing this way. So I move.
Yep.
So 1.
You can actually move from here, from your biodome. You can actually move directly to your biodome over there.
Ah, giusto.
Yeah, you can do it. So you can.
Yes, but I need one in my biodome.
Yeah.
Because
What I suggest.
Yes.
What I suggest is you do here 1, right? That's one move.
Yes.
Then you do 2, right? And then you do
Yes.
3, 4.
Yes.
So you have one in your biodome. So your player board is just like a zoom in of your biodome. So you can engineer in your player board if you have a meeple in your biodome, and this also counts. This represents a second exit
Yes.
from your biodome. So it's completely valid. You can actually engineer and place cubes in on your player board if you have a meeple over there, same as you have a meeple over there.
Yes.
And it's good because when you attack a room, it's always a good strategy to have to move 2 meeples, but have one of the meeples stay a little bit behind, because if they beat you in one battle, if they kick you out of the room, then you can very fast move into next turn with the other meeple. And if you just are far from a room, it will take you a long time to get to that room, and you don't want to reset that. You just always want to stay into one room, and in the most ideally the room next to it, because of 2 reasons. First, you can move in quickly if they beat you in battle, and second, because they won't know which room you actually need, right? So you move 2 meeples in 2 rooms, they don't know what room you need. It's a 50-50% chance they will get it. And when they attack you in the wrong room, you just play an artifact card, or you just bluff, and you lose the battle, and you don't spend any good artifact cards for that, and you fight for the room you need. And as I mentioned, the mission cards are a secret. This is just the tutorial mission.
Yes.
Okay, that was your move. I'm going to basically increase my military by 2. And for this one, you need 2 of the green resource over there. Put a cube there, but you are fresh out of resources.
Yeah, I have not.
Yes. So you don't have a green factory next to you. I would suggest that you just produce the wild resource.
Yes, it was what that I was trying to do, but wait a second. I forget to decrease of 2 point my attack strength. And before I'm going to increase my attack strength.
Okay, I mean, we should just keep the video short. I think it's over 1 hour, right? Or no, it's 45 minutes. Don't worry, I'm gonna kick you out of the room.
Okay, no worries.
But normally, yeah,
you have already won.
Yeah, normally I would attack you here. I would get you out of the room. I will increase my military to make sure you don't get there. And it's basically
is the reason I was understanding that. So is the reason because I increased my military force? because in that way we are paired,
Yes,
because we are both of us, we are 7. So if I remember well, you cannot attack me.
that's true. That's true. I would lose because if we're equal, the defender would always win.
And it is exactly the reason, because I before to create the wild resources, I increase my energy. Otherwise, I get the resources to engineer the room.
Hmm.
But the next step, you move, you come in front of me, and I die. So I come back to my dome, and I cannot energize anything.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. That's why the backup would be here a good idea. Um, you could have also what I would have done is move all 3 of your units over there,
Yeah,
and do it before I upgraded my military. Because if you have all 3 of them there,
yeah,
right, to kick you out, I need 6. I need 2 per meeple. So before I moved my marker, I had 5, right, military strength.
yes,
So actually, to kick you out of the room, I need at least 6, 2 per unit. So when I had 5, I actually could not kick you out of the room. It would be an illegal move, or I would automatically lose the battle because I don't have at least 6 military strength to pay in case I win.
yes, it's true. But in this case, I'm not able anymore to create the resources, because I have nothing. I have no meeples in the dome.
Uh, no, you can. So you only need the meeples in the dome if you want to engineer. The meeples are engineers, and the only thing that they are mandatory for is placing cubes. So yeah, normally you can take this action here. You can produce. You can
Even
exploit.
so, so I can do the action here
Yeah,
also if I have no meeples in the dome.
yeah, that's true. That's true. The only thing that you need meeples in the dome is just to place cubes in the dome, because they're the engineers and they're doing the engineering work. But for every other action, you don't need meeples in the dome. You can route power. You can produce 2 of the wild resource. You can upgrade your military. You can move. You can do whatever you want
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
Yes.
Now it's the game. To tell you the truth, I assume another way to be exist, because as I told you yesterday, I tried with my friend with no guides,
Hmm.
and I lost a lot of this aspect of the rules. To tell you the truth, and the game was completely different. So now a lot of things take a different meaning. Okay, thank you. It's really useful,
Yeah, yeah,
this
no
game
problem.
with you,
It's my
because
pleasure. Yeah, I know that the rule book needs some progress, and we are working on shortening it and making it more clear. And we are changing the wording, and we're simplifying some of the actions and the understandings of the game. But having said that, most of what people see in this video, this is mostly how the game is going to be played, and it will look like at the end.
yeah,
Yeah. So again, thank you for being part of this. I think it's actually good for everyone to see how a person learns the rules, and I think it's good input for if anyone knows the rules, how best to actually describe the rules to someone else. And yeah, thank you again for participating.
no, thanks to you for the occasion to be able to be trained in the proper way with this game. That's assume better. I think so better. Uh, better meaning. So it's better than I was understanding. So perfect. That is a great thing.
Okay, great.
So thanks for your time, and thanks to give me the occasion to understand better the game.
Okay, my pleasure. My pleasure. So, yeah, have a nice night, and yeah, to all viewers, goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, and goodbye to everybody.